All right, Kotaku, we are looking at Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, and Seth Killian from Capcom is going to walk us through the controls to make sure we've got this. So take it away, Seth.
All right, so here we've got the game loaded up here, and we have the option to play in normal mode or dynamic. Dynamic just shifts the camera so you can get a little bit more of that 3D flavor. We've got it in 2D, so it shows up well in your video here. So it won't be there are 3D effects in both modes, but let's play normal just so people can get a clear view on what's happening. And any characters you want to pick here, Steven?
You know me in fighting games, so why don't you pick the character?
Let's go for a little Chun-Li action.
She's a popular character, I understand.
Yes, that's what I'm told as well.
It's because of her personality.
That's right. We'll go for
and Seth already told me before we started shooting the video, the content in Super Street Fighter 4 on 3DS is the same as what people got in the console, pretty much. So same stages, same costumes, same characters, same moves.
It's basically no apologies here. Yeah, pretty sweet. We have the animated intro, but we'll skip past that. Everybody can watch that on their own time.
Is the animation in 3D? The animated intro?
No, it's traditional animation. So we're able to do good 3D with the game models here. It'll be Makoto versus Chun-Li.
I never even heard of Makoto.
There you go.
That's why I'm shooting and he's playing.
That's why she's so angry.
People.
Yeah.
But I knew that people had more questions about the controls, those who'd seen the game played in Tokyo.
Sure.
And so Seth was going to walk us through the controls so we can understand very clearly how you play this game.
Right. So one, though, there's sort of, overall, there are two different modes, what's called Pro and Light. So Light, so here I'm able to do, I can input moves manually. There's the lightning kick, and I can just tap it out. Or I can use the touchpad controls, because we're playing in Light mode. Light mode enables you to put specials and whatever you want down here on the touchpad area. So I can do Kikoken, the fireball, just with the button press. And I can still do, now that she attacked my throw, I'll throw her again. I can still do traditional controls even in the simple mode. I should say these 4 panels down here are customizable in the full game.
And if we were playing in the other mode, we wouldn't have the touch panel, or is just
so the way it works with the Pro mode, you have to do all the specials manually, which is what I've spent my whole life mastering. Let's go for a little ultra combo action here. Oh, blocked.
I thought you called it Bro mode for a second. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
We could call it that. Should we go for that?
Yeah, Bro mode.
Bro mode. There we go. Bro mode. So we can mash it out.
But you were explaining with Pro mode.
Sorry. Yes. So in Pro mode, you have to do all of your special inputs manually, but you can still map button combinations. So for instance, like Zangief spinning pile driver is done with all 3 punches or all 3 kicks. It can be a little tricky to hit that on the 3DS setup here. So you can map, for instance, all 3 punches to one of these buttons. But it's completely configurable, so you can put whatever specials you want. So if you play like Ryu and you can throw fireballs, no problem. But you've always struggled to do Shoryuken, you can map Shoryuken on here and bust that out effortlessly.
Okay, and Seth, the other key question then is the circle pad, which you're using is kind of like an analog stick, but you're not using it. There's a D-pad lower on under your left thumb. Is that an option?
Yeah, you can use either one of them interchangeably. Actually, when I play Zangief in Pro mode, I usually use the D-pad, and then when I need to spin a 720, I can go quickly up here, and you can use them interchangeably at any time.
Okay, and the buttons, obviously, well, Street Fighter is usually a 6-button game.
It is.
So the face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons give us all 6.
They all work, yes, and they're all required. But again, you can map different combinations down here on these bottom buttons, and you can do that for every character. So if you want your Chun-Li loadout to be different than your Zangief or Blanca approach, that's no problem. You can map focus attacks and throws. Too slow.
All right, give us a dramatic final move to end our video.
All right, here we go. Let's go for a little ultra combo. Oh, and she fortunately got hit by it. And take us out, Chun-Li. There we go. So that's how the controls work in a nutshell.
Awesome.
And it's a good way for anybody that's always been interested in Street Fighter but felt it was a little too technical to jump into the game. But if you're a crusty old pro like me, you can also sort the matches online, so you'll never have to fight against people spamming things out in simple mode like this.
Very cool. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition coming out early in the launch window of the 3DS. So sometime, I guess, in the early side of late March and early June.